Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation and a quick my routine, my beauty routine I guess. I have a toothbrush and a flosser. So this is a water flosser with the head in here. So you just kind of attach the head and it pops out like this, and this is where the water goes. You can use either mouthwash or water, and then of course it packs back down again, so it makes it easier to travel with. And that is so I have a water flosser. Oh, that doesn't matter, like that. Okay, and toothbrush. I also use a fluoridated toothpaste. So I've done multiple reviews on this channel about toothpaste that I use, including, you know, High Smile, tooth tablets, and just a whole bunch of them. So I can link wherever I've done the reviews, but I use fluoridated toothpaste and flosser and electronic toothbrush. I've used an electronic toothbrush for probably about 30 years. In the shower, I will use a face wash, and this is my current face wash. I tend to cycle through them, a couple of them, generally for dry skin, because I tend to have a drier skin. It sometimes is oily through the T section, but most of the time dry. And the next one up is actually a La Roche face wash, and so that will be the next one. This current one is just this Neutrogena one. Again, not necessarily brand specific. My last one that I was using was a simple foaming face cleanser as well. So tend to kind of cycle through probably 2 or 3 brands in doing my face wash. I will use body wash or soap. This is pure rat bag soap. It is my favourite handcrafted soap from Perth in WA. I will link them down below. Super scented. They also have super amazing bath bombs as well. But I cycle between using soap and using a body wash, and the body wash is leans probably towards the mint side, so mint and refillable, so I'll refill up. And I think I've used the soda one as well, the soda refillable body wash, and I think it's Alvina. Anyway, so between soap and body wash, so that's kind of the main things that I do. And I use a body, like a body sheet in the shower. So the body sheet that I currently have is a cotton one that is probably about, it's not probably half a meter long. And, it's just a long cloth. Instead of having a poof, it's just a long cloth and made out of cotton rather than synthetic. So after the shower, I will generally, if it's in the morning, I use micellar cleansing water and a facial toner. Again, I switch between a couple of brands with this. With the facial toner, it's usually Thea, or it is the other one that I use is, what's it called? Anyway, it's a very regular one that you get in Australia. So I switch between those two. Micellar water is the same. I do tend to use the Simple brand, and I will also use a couple of other micellar waters as well. This is just the one I currently have. These are just the 2 that I currently am using. I've had them quite a while. They last quite a while. And I usually will wipe my face with reusable wipes. So these are the reusable wipes that I have. Again, they kind of came really beige. We probably know that I'm not particularly a beige person by now, and so these have all been tie-dyed, and they're in this little container. I have 3 sets maybe of face wipes. These are travel set but also they're just convenient because they keep all the face wipes together. So face wipes, micellar water, that happens twice a day. In the morning I will use this vitamin C brightening serum. This is a serum that I put on in the morning. At night I will usually use an oil. My current one is this Complex CoQ10 serum, Cannabella. There's not a ton left, but I don't use a particular ton when I'm taking this. So this is the current one. So that is practically, this is after the shower, morning and afternoon. And then for moisturizers, which is also a very important thing to have. So a deodorant, my current deodorant is this Stuff for Your Pits in Spearmint and Pine. It is a roll-on deodorant, and okay, so it's a roll-on at the moment. So once this is nearly finished, I have the Wild one to test out and try. So and the Wild one is a refillable one, so I can buy different scents in the refillable packs once I get through it, so which is useful. So once I get out of the shower and I do the water and the toner, and whichever one, either the serum or the brightening serum or the oil, depending on which way. Aveeno, love this as a moisturizer. This dermal therapy, very dry skin. I can quite often get very skin so dry that it actually breaks out. It causes a few issues. So between those two, I use mainly for my body. And I of course have got sunscreen. In case you can't tell from my accent, I am from Australia. I have mentioned this several times before. We have one of the highest rates of skin cancer in the world, and we have one of the highest rates of skin cancer in the world because we're in generally a sunny country. If you are American, think, Texas, Florida. We're hot, humid, sunny, dry. We're actually quite a large country, and have a kind of variety of climates across that. We are predominantly a desert and hot, dry, sunny, humid. So sunscreen, wear sunscreen. So I wear sunscreen. And then of course the moisturizer for my face is this ultra repairing, soothing balm. Particularly my nose can get a little bit dodgy with or around my nose, and particularly in winter when just in general my nose will be runnier because of the cold. And I also don't tend to wear a lot of warmth because I just get too hot otherwise. So it's kind of a constant battle between trying to keep warm and trying not to sweat even in winter. And I don't particularly find I'm overtly sweaty, but if I'm in winter and wearing a jumper because it's cold and then I go and do something, I will get too hot in it. So it does tend to be a constant battle between keeping me warm and keeping my nose not running, because my nose will just run because I'm cold. But to be fair, my nose also runs because I eat and because I drink and because I yawn. So my nose is just a little bit ridiculous. So that's why I have hankies, basically, is because most of the time that I'm blowing my nose, it's not because I'm sick, it's just because my nose is running because I'm alive. But yeah, so that also dries out around my nose and around the kind of corner of my nose. So this I found is a really good moisturizer for my face. Again, with all of these things, if you've noticed, I had an Oral-B toothbrush for most of those 20 years. I only just recently switched over and gave my electric toothpaste base and bought a whole bunch of new lids to it to another family member who wanted an electric toothbrush who basically didn't have one. Again, as you've noticed, I have quite a bit of La Roche at the moment, but there's Neutrogena here. There's Stuff for Your Pits, Dermal, Aveeno, Simple, Thayers, and I will also, my next, because this oil is nearly running out, I have this bio oil here to use, and this soap. But my next deodorant will be this Wild deodorant, and it's very shiny on camera, that's all. As you've noticed, you know, there is a variety of brands here. I do try and use a variety of brands and try and kind of like see if anything's working. La Roche tends to be working really, really well at the moment. Dermal also does really, really good lip balm, which is actually how I got onto Dermal, because my lips started cracking and bleeding. I use Simple and Garnier for the face waps, Thayer's, and I actually got the other face. I've actually got the other face toner waiting, because this has very little left in the bottle, and this also has very little. I don't necessarily always have seconds for things. It's when things are getting really low and running out. So I don't actually have I don't have any other moisturizers outside of these ones at the moment, because these are all quite full. It's when these get quite down and quite low. So this one is quite low at the moment, so I got more oil. This one is not low, this one is practically full. So this is over halfway. So this one, when this one gets down the bottom, that's when I get a replacement one. So it looks like I'm replacing things, but this one is nearing the end of its life, so I got another deodorant, and I've heard good things about the refillable nature of this, and I like green, in case you didn't notice. So this is kind of what I like. Branch out, use a bunch of stuff. I'm not necessarily super brand loyal. I have been using Aveeno for probably about 20 years. I've been using Rat Bag soap for probably about 6. I tend to buy a big order once a year, and then, you know, I also have them distributed for gifts. You know, I'll probably buy about 100 soaps from them, and then these get given out as Christmas gifts and birthday gifts, and in packages as well. I probably keep between probably 5 and use them over the year, and then we'll make the next order. So that's kind of my beauty routine at the moment, and what I do. And as you can see, I switch and change between stuff. So thank you for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where I am in the day. And I'll catch up with you next video. Bye everyone.